All right, we're going to be looking at Content Boom. I'll give you a warning. It's probably going to be a long tutorial because this is going to be an SEO AI writing content WordPress plugin tool that's going to take some time to unpack. You know, these in-depth reviews and software, you can't do it in 10 minutes. So I will try to get timestamps below if you want to skip to some of the sections, but we're going to go over. I'll try to get through the sales page really fast and then we'll jump. I already have access to the software and we'll be able to jump in. Okay. And I'll show you the whole process from setting it up, signing up. I haven't even downloaded the app yet. We're going to go and do all of that together. Okay. So this is Content Boom. It's a way that you can streamline your content creation process with this AI powered WordPress plugin for SEO. So the big difference and separator here, I think this is refreshing to look at something different, is that this is not a cloud-based tool. This is an actual WordPress plugin. And I'm kind of interested. I still haven't found a really good WordPress plugin that allows you to write all this content and do SEO things. This one even compresses your images inside of WordPress. It does all those things that we want from a AI writing standpoint, content generation standpoint, and then has SEO features and stuff built in. Apparently, we're able to choose what large language model we want to use as well. So I'm sure there's APIs and so forth to make that happen as well. So pretty exciting tool, refreshing, and I'm excited to jump into it and look at it. Integrations, we have GPT-4. I believe they don't have Claude yet, but they are working on it. We'll take a quick look at their roadmap, but they do have GPT-4, which is super cool. You can go check out the video as well. We'll go take a look at from the founders right over here. So it's a software creator, and the reason for the tool, you can read about it right here. Their journey began out of personal frustration with juggling multiple SEO tools, which often led to a cluttered workflow and decreased productivity. Content Boom integrates writing, SEO optimization, and image enhancement into one intuitive platform. That's actually pretty exciting. I do agree with that. If you're going to be fulfilling a need in the market. And I believe that this tool is doing that. I mean, we already know there's hundreds of AI writers out there, most of them kind of doing the same thing. This one in particular is going to be making it to where you don't have to copy and paste and integrate and do all these different things. You can actually just upload this WordPress plugin to your website and do everything from inside there. Super cool. That is one thing I will just add. A lot of the tools that I have reviewed that are AI writing tools, they do claim to have an integration with WordPress to where you can click a button and then publish it. And very few, I would say about 20% or less of them actually, the integration actually works seamlessly. Okay. So this is a frustration when you have those tools. You end up having to copy and paste them, especially if you're using Neuron Writer, then you got to copy and paste multiple tools and then you don't have images for them. So again, I'm excited to jump in to see if this one actually can fulfill what it's claiming it'll do. Common questions answered: unlimited usage with our bring your own key feature, manage your costs without worrying about usage of the image, full access, all features are included in the AppSumo deal, blah, blah, blah. We'll come back up here. They do have a nice, robust, helpful links section over here. You can go check out their LinkedIn profile, the Trustpilot reviews, all this stuff. They do have YouTube tutorials. I believe that they have about 6 or 7 videos over there. They have a blog and super. You can even go to feature requests. But I'm going to go and spend just a little bit of time on the roadmap. I think that's important because we have all these things that are planned. We have 301 to redirection management. That is awesome. 404 error management, schema markup, instant URL indexing. These are people that seem to at least are covering the topics of SEO. They seem to have a pretty good grasp of what SEO and technical SEO, on-page SEO is. In process, table of content setting, dashboard, Claude LLM integration. So it's in progress. That is coming. I do like Claude better for writing blog posts and content than ChatGPT-4. So that'll be great to see that. One-click optimization. Not sure what that is, but maybe, some type of SEO feature where you click a button and then it optimizes even further. And then look at all this stuff that they've been doing. Bring your own key, alt text writing, long form pillar post, image compression, external link management, all kinds of stuff. Added ChatGPT-4. So they've been doing this, and look at, they are customizing the tool, and you can go and look at the change log. You can also look at the feature requests as well. So roadmap is looking pretty good. Let's go over the pricing real quick. So you got license tier 1 is $39. You get 5 WordPress sites. You have unlimited image compression on this tool on any license tier that you get. I love that. So they have some way that they've built in that this isn't costing them extra money to compress. They probably built their own tool that allows them to compress the images. That's a big one, right? And so I really, really like that. That's a huge, huge plus. The unlimited image compression, usually you have to pay premium for tools to be able to do that inside of your WordPress site. So I'm really, really happy to see that. 5 WordPress sites. So this is really one of those deals where you just pick the plan based on how many websites you plan on managing. License tier 2 is $89. You get 25 WordPress sites. So really just doubling the cost, a little bit more than doubling the cost. You're going to be quadrupling or times 5 the amount of WordPress sites that you'll be able to manage. And then license tier 3, $149. You get 100 WordPress sites, and license tier 4, unlimited WordPress sites, unlimited image compressions. So it's been a while since we've seen a true unlimited offer on AppSumo. These definitely have not been a thing that is common recently, which in most cases I think is smart to not offer unlimited stuff, because that to me that's just kind of almost a red flag. But license tier 4, $269 right over here. And really what this is, you guys got to kind of put your thinking caps on for a minute. What this is that this is like a vehicle, right? But you still have to provide the gasoline. This is kind of like Chris Derenberger's, AI Wise Mind and so forth. Like you're paying for the vehicle, but you still have to put gasoline in it. So in other words, they're not giving you the content. You have to bring your own key, I believe. You must bring your own key. It says it right here. You must bring your own key and to write content. And so this is why I support this unlimited right here, because you really are, they really don't, if they built the tool the way that it looks and the way that they should, there isn't really any ongoing costs per se for you to use this tool on multiple sites. There's no ongoing costs for the content generation because you are bringing your own key from OpenAI. And then if they built the image compression tool inside the plugin, that's not really going to cause a whole lot of additional cost either. So that's why the license tier 4, unlimited everything, does make sense. And they would still, I believe, be able to sustain their business. Okay. So did I even look at, do they even have reviews? They do not have any reviews. This software just hit. So that is super cool. Let's go jump in now. So this is what the tool looks like when you're signing up and you pay for the app and you're going to, set up your app. You go to this website right over here and you'll obviously put in your email address. I'm going to go ahead and blur that out, but you have license tier 1 right over here for 5 sites. I have 5 tokens remaining, 5 sites, right? And then type is license. Okay. So what you'll do, I'm going to go over to the settings section over here. This is where you will actually go over to your AppSumo. And the way that I had to do it, I actually had to go and click on the invoice button. So I clicked on invoice and AppSumo does a really good job, transparency of everything. And they show you, that's where I was able to get my license key. I actually had to click on the invoice, but no problem. They have all those links and everything for you. So you copy that license key, you paste it in right here and you say activate license, and then it turns green right here and it says you've activated your license. Okay. So that's your first step that you'll do is you'll go to settings and then you'll be able to go over here and look and see what you've got, what plan you're on, right? And so everything else right over here, you can actually look up your tokens over here if you needed to. You can search with website and then search the token, or you can, and that to me seems like if you're not on the unlimited plan, then you could actually switch them out, cancel a token. And, if you have 5 sites and then you want to do away with one website, it looks like you're able to do that is what it looks like. But then this is where you'll go over here and you'll just create a token. I'm going to go ahead and create this token right over here. And I'm going to go and set that up. And then the other part is all you do is you click on this download button and it takes you over to this site over here where you'll actually go over here and have the latest version 2.1.7 at the time of recording this video. We'll go ahead and download. It doesn't even look like I have to log in. I literally just push the download button and it's going to download right up here. It's downloading. All right, so it's going to download that. We're going to go in and I'm going to go ahead and use realistic pay because this is a penalized website. It's basically just going to be a plugin testing website right now. Anyways, it's not ranking content or anything like that. I'm going to try to get another site up and running so I can test it and so forth, test more tools and so forth. It's not my LearnWire Pro site. But in order to get this review done, I wanted to get the plugin so you guys can see what we're doing. And so I'm just going to use it on this website right here. So we're going to come through and I'm going to go to plugins and I'm going to add new plugin. And we're going to get to this page, and all we have to do is just go to upload a plugin, choose file, and I'm going to go to downloads. I'm going to click on Content Boom here, and I'm going to open that file up right there. And I'm going to say install now. And then we'll wait a second. And it says, thank you for installing. Okay, no, we got that. We got WP Rocket. We've got unpacking the software, installed the plugin installed successfully. We'll activate. We'll click that activate button real quick. And then we are inside over here. And you can see this is definitely a test website. We've got a ton of apps over here, okay? I only see the deactivate button right there, so I actually want to go and see Content Boom. If I can see, where is it over here? Okay, so it's actually going to install right under dashboard. That doesn't usually happen where apps are installed way at the top. I like that because if you have this installed in your site, you're probably going to be using the heck out of it. And so I like that it's up there at the top. So we have Content Boom, and I'm not sure if we go to settings or just go to Content Boom and see if we need to activate again. We do need to go, and this is where you're going to place your open API key is going to go right here. And then we also have to create that token and put right there. I'm not going to show you. I think I've already shown you guys plenty of times how to go and get your open API key, create one, paste it in right there. And you're just going to go over here to get the token. We're going to create a token. We're going to copy that and paste it over right there. So when we come back in a second, all this will be done. Before I do that, I want to go and just look at what the sitemap, enable sitemap. Since we already have a sitemap, I'm not going to use that. But if you're installing this on a brand new website, in which I might end up doing that, then I would go ahead and click this and let the software kind of act as a Yoast type plugin. It is going to create the sitemap for us. And then we have external links, my nofollow link settings, enable nofollow, and then open links in new tab. So they just have some basic settings. Let me go back and get these. I'll be right back. All right, so I went and created a brand new API key for OpenAI, pasted it in there, and then I also got the token from Content Boom from their cloud server, and then you're going to just push the Save Changes button right here. And you'll see settings successfully updated right here. License verified successfully. Open API key updated. So you're looking for these 3 green check marks right there. Okay. So now we're ready to go. Now we can go over here to Content Boom. I'm going to go ahead and just click on it one more time to see what it looks like again. Okay. So we're good there. I like that it blocks that out. We can't see that right now. AI meta dashboard. So let's just go down the line and look at what we've got over here. Okay. So we've got these 3 articles. As you guys know, I've been doing testing on this site. It's a kind of a recovery test thing. So it would behoove me to try to get some good content on this site to see when the next Google Helpful Algorithm content update comes out. If we do our job right, then we should be able to recover this website. So this is where we can come in here and we can assign keywords right over here. We can generate the meta, title, and description right over here. But it looks like it already pulled what we currently have. But we could also generate a new title or a new meta description. So like right over here, this one's not that great. So I'm going to go ahead and generate the meta description right here. I'm going to click that button. And it says realistic pay says meta description generated, craft a compelling meta description. So it's like a prompt, I believe. Discover expert tips right over here with a hashtag OK. And then it went ahead and just replaced that meta description. Not really sure. I haven't used hashtags in meta descriptions or anything like that. So I'm going to go ahead and generate another one. I don't think I really like that one. So I'm going to go ahead and generate it again and push OK. We've got a better one right there. But yeah, that one looks pretty good. And then meta title, how to choose the perfect name for your online course. So we could generate the meta title. I'm going to go ahead and just generate that. And we'll say OK. And so we went ahead and generated Ultimate Guide. Crafting the ideal online course name. I would want to, from right here, I would love to see kind of like a edit button. If I wanted to edit this one right here, I would like to see a chance to edit this before. And then right here, I can't click into it again. So I'm going to go ahead and generate it again. And then right here, I would like to see like no, I don't want to make the changes. And it's not letting us do that. We have to push the OK button and it has to update right there. So that is already something that I would like to see, the ability to edit right here. And I'm not able to do that. And then also if I push the generate meta title button, I'd like to be able to say, decline it if I don't like it. Okay. So keywords, not really sure what we would do right here. Naming your online course. And this is a very, this is not like a very good keyword topic, but I don't know what we do right there. Push enter or click off that. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that part. I need to maybe watch a YouTube, like a tutorial video. But that is the section right there. And I don't see any master save button. Alt tags per page, you can actually choose this up to 50. So this is where you can basically update meta descriptions and meta titles for bulk wise, which is actually pretty nice, especially updating this on a site that already has a lot of posts on it and you never really did this work. This isn't really going to hurt you much. It's only going to probably help you because it's not impacting the post title over here. It's only doing some, really hardcore on-page SEO type stuff, okay? And then right over here, the keyword section, like I said, I don't really know what that is doing for us. And I'm just going to pretend I know that if we click this button here, that's going to bulk do all of these. But let's go back up and let's go back to Content Boom and let's go to the alt text generator real quick. So alt text generator is going to be for images. So you're going to go through on online learning desk. See, that one is already messed up right there. So I want to fix that. So you can actually fix your alt text right here from not having to click in each post. I think that this is an amazing feature. It's always very annoying. And let's just face it, we don't even update our images. Once you miss, once you're uploading your article, right? If you don't catch all the images and alt text during that process, let's be honest, you probably never update them. So this gives you a chance to go through and look at all of the alt text to make sure that they're done. You could go ahead and select. So like right here, let's select that one. I'm going to just do one and we're going to say generate. You could generate for all or you could generate for selected. So I'm going to go ahead and generate just for this one right here and see what ends up happening. We did get a fail right here. I'm going to go ahead and push the generate button right here and see what that does. And I'm not sure if we need to add the keyword before we do this. So let's just say online course creation. I'm going to try one more time with generate and that's not working. So I'm going to come back to that. Maybe that one is messed up because of this. I'm going to try one more time, generate, and we're getting failed. So not really sure what's going on. I'm going to try one more, generate right here. So yeah, this part right here, this is a little bit of a, maybe I need to clear cache, not sure. But this does not seem to be working. Let's go and generate even for something that's blank. Yeah. So this part right here, we got a bug. It's not really working for us. I'd like to see the image alt text management option over here work, and we're getting some bugs right there. So let's move on. Image compression right over here. So you can choose glossy, lossy, or lossless right there. Keep original, compress all images. And if you select this to something else, it should change all of them. I'm not sure, but it should be able to change all the images. But it looks like the lossy is the default that it's giving us. I'm just going to scroll through here. So it's only pulling up these three images right over here. I'm going to go ahead and it doesn't look like you can check mark these. So you can do them one by one, or you can just push the compress all images. I don't really want to mess with these ones over here. So I'm going to go ahead and just see if we can get this one right over here compressed, and you can select what you want right here. So the reason why it's defaulted to lossy is because, our AI results over here say lossy is the best. And then even this website, Adobe, says lossy is probably your best option. So without getting too much into it, I'm just going to say that that's probably the best. So let's go and push compress here and see what happens. So it's immediately compressing. And then does anything else happen, or does it just happens that fast? We push compress and we push compress. So that's how you compress the images, as simple as that. You push a button and it compresses for you. So that's a really cool thing. I would just go in there like maybe once a week on your website and compress your images. That would actually be really cool. This is just a feature that most people are not going to do unless they actually go out there and do all this ahead of time for every image, which, let's just face it, we don't do that because it takes so much work. Having a tool that is already paid for, this is going to be one of the nicest features that I like about the tool, that this is built in. So super cool. Not really sure. I mean, it's compressing it by 22% there, 17%, 30% right there. So it looks like it's going to compress it between 15 and about 40, which is just going to save speed in the long run, but it's not compressing it by like 50% or more. Just kind of keep that in the back of your mind. Now I'm going to go to the settings. Before we go to blog content generator, I'm going to go to the settings and just see what this is all about. Okay, so that's basically your Content Boom, and settings is the same thing. is what it looks like. It just basically is the same kind of section. Not really sure why they have a setting and a content boom section when they're both basically have the same options. Last but not least, blog content generator we've got over here, and this is where we're going to go in here, and don't really know what I'm going to go and actually look at a video because I don't want to explain this incorrectly. Obviously, we go in here, we put a topic in, we put keywords, target audience. We use this kind of as a prompt generator type thing, and then we generate our outline. I mean, I could get through this without the tutorial, but I just want to make sure that I'm seeing how they're doing it and how they recommend. I'll be right back. Okay, perfect. So I went and watched this tutorial right here. 2, 4, 5, 6. They've got 6 videos over here on YouTube for tutorials, which is nice. We're going to come back over here. I'm going to go with topic. I'm going to grab just this one right here. And let's just say that is our topic. Let's just say that that's our keyword right there. Target is course creators, English. Let's say target United States. We can select our tone, professional, casual, informative. We'll go with a casual tone. And then this is where it's going to default to what it thinks is the best model that you have. They do have ChatGPT 4.0 and 3.5 Turbo. We are obviously going to go with 4.0 is what I like. Actually, no. So yeah, I went with ChatGPT 4. I'm going to go with 4.0. They should be adding Claude, Sonnet, and those ones as well. That's already planned as well. And then right over here, we're not going to do anything else. We're going to generate the outline right here. It's going to take a few minutes or a few seconds. We'll be right back. Outline generated successfully. That took about 20 seconds. So then we're going to scroll down here. It gives us a title, Boost Your Earnings, 5 Powerful Leveraged Income Ideas for Online Course Creators. Cool, we'll go with that. And then right inside this box, I'll try to see if I can get this to be bigger. I can't expand it wide, but I can bring it down. So it's going to be setting the stage. That is going to be, let's see, a heading 2. Then we're going to go into heading 3. So look at this box right here, heading 3, and then heading 2. Idea 1, and then idea 2. So it does have a nice laid out idea 3 with we have H3s and H4s all the way down. And look at this, using subscription platforms. It even added a table itself in there. I'm really impressed with that. We didn't have to instruct it to do that. It added a table automatically. That is super cool. It does have some FAQs, but this is when you can go and you can actually not answer these FAQs if you don't want to. This is going to end up being a very, very big article. So I think I'm going to go ahead and remove the FAQ section, which is super cool. We don't have to have that in there. I'm going to go ahead and go like that. Okay. And I'm just looking up here. You could add key takeaways if you wanted to as well, but we're going to go ahead and leave that. Now you just click this button over here, generate blog content, and we'll be right back. Okay, so that literally took about a minute, so it doesn't take that long. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. A lot of the advanced AI writers usually take, up to 5 minutes to create an article. But at the same time, they're very much bogged down by proprietary softwares and third-party plugins and doing things. This almost kind of seems like you're just directly integrated with the source, right? You're direct API access. And so that's going to speed up the process for us. Where is our blog post? I want to go and look. I'm not really sure what happens next right here. It says that it's done. So at this point, we should be able to go over to posts and then look at all posts. And that's when we're going to be able to come in here, and there you go. It automatically creates it in draft mode, which is super awesome. And then we're going to be able to go in here and say edit. And this is where you'll go and edit. And this is where we'll go and take a look at it right over here. Let me scroll all the way up. Boost your online earnings. There we go. We can go and look. Introduction in the vibrant realm of online education. So obviously I don't like that. That does kind of scream AI, but this is coming straight from ChatGPT 4.0. Not a whole lot we can do about that, but I will go and just highlight this and maybe do a couple just so you guys can see Hemingway. Let's just see where we're at with Hemingway. Paste that in. We're at a grade 14, so it's not great. We do have 2,200 words of text, grade 14, so not impressed with the grade. I'd like to see it at grade 10 or less. And we know that this is going to be 100% AI. I don't really even need to go and measure that. So, not the most impressive of AI content, but we do know where the source of it's coming from. It is ChatGPT. Oh, I'd love to see if this can get better. I'd also like to see them give us a little bit of a knowledge base or another way of prompting to where we can kind of impact the way that it writes. So that's some things that the plugin's missing. But at the end of the day, we'll keep scrolling. Like right over here, in a sphere where time is both a precious commodity and limiting factor, leveraging income sources, blah, blah, blah. So those are things that we want it to write more human and not AI. Obviously, it's writing like it's artificial intelligence. Leveraged income idea number one, creating and selling digital products. So we can keep coming through here. But overall, I mean, it's AI content, right? It does look good and it's going to read pretty decently. Not saying that this isn't going to rank or whatever, but one thing I will say that's cool about this is that you can't just go to ChatGPT and ask it to write a blog post and even give it an outline. It's not going to write a 2,200 word post for you right out of the gates. And so that is an advantage of having a tool like this. But again, we definitely need some work with the introduction. I don't like the introduction, so I would maybe try to rewrite the introduction, but everything else is really straightforward and it jumps right in to just practical information where doesn't look like there's a whole lot of fluff going on throughout the content. So I think that this would actually be doable, but we would just want to rewrite the introduction in my opinion. So keep scrolling through here. Obviously, you'd want to add some more images to this as well. Maybe there's an extra blank space right here, so we might want to go and fix some of those as well. But overall, and then there's a big conclusion. I probably would go and fix the conclusion. Also, maybe splitting that up like that as well. So overall, pretty good. We don't have a meta title, meta description right there. And this tool is encouraging you to choose a different meta title and then what you have as your H1. I don't know if that's standard SEO practice or if that's something that, is a controversial on-page SEO topic, but it's definitely encouraging. I've heard that it's good to have different titles for your H1 title and then your meta title are two different things. And it might be a good thing to have those different. One thing that I would want to do is just pick a keyword here and maybe change. So what I like to do is come down and just use this plugin over here to control what the slug's going to be. And I'm just going to call it income ideas. So I'm going to go right here and take that off right there. Income ideas for online course creators. I think that's a good one right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and we're going to go just publish this. Why not? It's a site that has issues anyway, so it's not going to hurt me any. But what I am going to do is we need to get a featured image. That's one thing that the tool doesn't do. It doesn't create images or anything like that. But these are features that, the tool is new and they're adding a bunch of features. I'm sure they're going to add the ability to create images as well. So I'm going to go pick out an image real quick. All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually remove the alt text here because these are going to be from a stock photo. So I don't want these right over here. I'm going to go ahead and set the featured image right over here. I'm going to go push publish. I'm going to grab this keyword and obviously I may as well just go and track it, right? So I'll go into my tool over here and I'll just go and word as well. We'll put content boom there because that's what we created it in, obviously. And one last thing we'll do is we'll come back over and what we'll be able to do is see that we did publish this. We don't have tags. We did assign it online course creation. I believe that we did assign it to that. Yes, we did. Okay. But we don't have, look, a meta description. We don't have right there. And so what I'm going to do is we're going to go back over to SEO or Content Boom, and we'll go over to AI meta description real quick, and we'll be able to look at that latest article. And I learned a little bit more about using the keyword section. So if we come over here and we want online course creators, income ideas for online course creators, this is the keyword we're going for. So we want that there. We're going to put that in the keyword box. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say meta title right there. And then it's going to make sure that it creates one with income ideas for online course creators. And then look at the description right here. Now you leave that keyword in there. You can add multiple keywords if you want, or you just do it as many times as you want. But then now we click the generate meta description button, and it's going to make sure that it includes that keyword inside the meta description. So we'll push OK. And then look at that. Online course creators, income ideas for online course creators. So like magic, you just add a keyword right here, boom, boom. It takes care of that very quickly. Really, really like that feature. And I'm glad that I was able to learn about that in the tutorial. And now I fully understand how to use that section. Okay. So alt text generator, this was the section that didn't work earlier. I'm going to put that keyword in right here. And I'm going to push generate and see if it'll work, but we're getting a fail right here. So I'm going to let them know that this is, the case, that part's not working. But what you can do is you can just go and update that from here. So it's still an advantage. You can still update that from right inside the tool. You can actually update the alt text right there. It's kind of what you're going to be doing anyways. So you would just paste that keyword right in there and then boom. Image compression, we'd come in here, and this does vary because in their tutorial video, they literally took these are all small images already compressed is why. These are extremely compressed already. And so that's why we were only getting 22% and so forth. But when you have like a 1 megabyte or higher, the compression is much, much more. In their video, they compressed at 94%. So I'm going to go ahead and just compress this and see what we can get out of it. See, it's just a little bit because it's already compressed really, really low. The images that I'm getting are already very compressed. So that's Content Boom in a nutshell. Overall, we're going to look at license tier 1 at $39. I mean, I think that this is a sweet deal for 5 websites right there. The pricing is really, really good on this tool. Considering, with just looking at this, the whole scope of it, and looking at the things that you can do, looking at that one bug that we saw, right, the alt tag thing, and just looking at some of the things that we can't do. Obviously, I kind of went over those. Overall, this was a pretty fun tool, an exciting tool. I can't wait to see where they're going to take this tool with all the upcoming features and so forth. I'd like for them to have, that knowledge-based thing, brand voice, a YouTube feature where it could, do something with my YouTube videos and create the content from there. I can see how this tool can really, really blow up, and they could really make this an advanced tool going forward. But right out of the gates, this was a pretty fun, exciting tool to use. Obviously, you're going to need to I recommend rewriting the introductions and the conclusions. The base content was really, really good. And I overall really liked this tool. They brought something new to the table, right? Than just an AI writer on the cloud, right? There's no copying, pasting going on here and so forth. So overall, I'm going to give this a 4.0. It can't get a 5.0 because of the bug that I saw, and then some of the features with the AI writing that I would like to see, where we have a little bit more granular control over the AI writing. But this was a very impressive tool right out of the gates. So I'm going to give it a 4.0. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll leave a link below if you want to go check this out. I think this is a really cool lifetime deal tool to pick up. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.